Hello everybody, welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's your ghostified gamer, and we have some new machines. I was kind of spending some time, kind of doing this and that, now that we are post complex circuit board here in our playthrough, we're going to be getting some new things here. Look at this thing, a particle accelerator. We'll get into this in a second. Okay, now, we have a new thing called a megadar. This thing, as you can see, is 1.2 megawatts. And I'm going to do a little experiment because I don't know what the scanning region is, because I don't know. There's a tile amount. It doesn't tell you on any of these, though, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay, whatever. I'm going to set up a megadar, but I'm going to go out here, for example. I'm going to set up a regular vanilla radar here, this one here. 300 kilowatts on that, I think it is. Yeah. And then I'm going to mark where it explored to. And then I'm going to plop a megadar down and see how far it expanded out. I'll do that in between cuts because we're going to do a couple speed up videos, or speed up sections today. Now I look at this as kind of like, oh, let's reveal the map, see where things are, resource wise, be kind of nice. I try to keep my map, especially for this playthrough, as you can see, I was looking for that raw nexlet crap, this stuff here, when they had introduced it. When you do this is why I avoid it, because it slows your save down. You'll notice that my save, when it pops up, the autosave, it's not too bad for the size map that I have, that I've done. This is pretty big, a lot of stuff going on. But the save is related to the amount of map reveal. And so you don't want to go too crazy with that map reveal. And that's why I'm managing it. It's been pretty good so far. I'm going to test this out, though, and I want to see what it does. I'll let you guys know. Now we have let's go over the particle accelerator. This is pretty cool. This is going to be, we need the nuclear sample for our chemical science. And we need to get all this, oh my God, plutonium oxide. This is going to be a nightmare getting this together, but it'll be fun, though, I think. And I think we only need plutonium. So I hope we can burn up or manage by doing pie burners the other crap. However, you don't want to throw these away even then. The plutonium 238 through 242 here that we get out of this thing, we might need any one of those for later. So we definitely want to stockpile them. But I don't know how long we're going to be before we get the technology to consume these in another process. So, we'll see. But I do hope we can burn them off, because sometimes I let things run and I walk away and, do some errands and stuff. I just leave the computer running. But anyway, yeah, so we got all this mess here to deal with. But I thought this is cool that we could get this particle accelerator going. Now let's get to these things here. This is the thermal furnace, and I'm trying to figure out what the heat source is for this, because we need to use the heat pipe for this device. Now, what's nice about this is we would be able to process, say, the stone into stone bricks and not have to have, it's not as high powered. It's more of a fuel-based thing as opposed to a power-based. So we'd have to have a fuel. Now, this is a steam generator here. Now, I think this is what we would need. This is the nuclear power, okay? And what I'm kind of trying to figure out is, do we have to set up, why would I set up nuclear reactors to smelt basic stuff that I can just use in a regular steel furnace? So I don't know if there's another heat source. See, that's the autosave. It's not too bad, for the amount of stuff I got going on. But that's based on the amount I've explored. So managing that in a big mod like this is important. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know if there's something other than the nuclear reactor that we can use to heat up this furnace. So I don't know. I'm not. I don't know if pYanodons has something in here that I'm missing. I'll have to look, you know. But the first thing that pops up is a nuclear reactor. Okay. So the projects we're going to work on today, I'll go over a little base stuff here. We are going to build these separately. I was doing a little more digging, and I remembered that we need the niobium aluminium titanium special alloy for the vat brains, and I want to get the vat brains going before we start researching. That's like once we get all the stuff, and I think the vat brains are used in conjunction with the diet beacons. That means we'll have to get the SAMM, we have to get a tower, and we need the EVA. So I hope they interact with our science, labs, basically. Let me get over here. Sorry for that zooming. So I'm assuming the vat brains will work. Well, we get the diet beacon and we place them around. And so that with the diet beacon and the vat brains, I think the vat brains, we set up a build and it'll transmit, and we'll have to fiddle with that. Here's the vat brain. And then we have, I think the beaconings are up here. Yeah. It's a radio signal to transmit effects into nearby assembly machines. And I want to say that this is the vat brain stuff here too. So I guess we would have to put modules in, which I don't know. Oh boy, do we have those unlocked? We do. Oh God. Okay. Wow. Control panel, electronics, and utility box MK02s to get these guys. Oh my God. So that's going to be another project. And oh my God, it's a Hydra. So yeah, we'll have to look into the productivity modules and the vat brains and all that good stuff before we run the next research, and that'll help us out. So that's what we need this for, the niobium aluminium titanium special alloy. This smelter is going to be the chromium molybdenum nickel special alloy. We need that for the stack inserters, and that's all we need. And then I'm going to go all ham trying to, upgrade the base with the red belt. This is going to be another build here that we're going to do. We talked about this last time, the Rayon. And the carbonyl sulfide is, oh God. So we got the sodium carbonate and the carbonyl sulfide, which will be, I have to look at those two and see if I want to do separate builds with those. We'll have to check that out. But this is all that dedication here. This is the sulfide, carbonyl sulfide. Okay. All right, now, Navens. We've got Navens, baby. And there they are, two. I went ahead and spun them up, and I wanted to do this on screen. Bam. Oh, look, they got bugs crawling around. Oh, look at those things. They got, like, their body up in the air. And there's some kind of water spray. It's getting the bugs wet. They don't seem to mind. Well, there we go. That's a big... It says here, a specialized... Oh, caravan. A specialized... Oh, cavern. Okay. Used to slow grow this big genetically engineered fungus. Oh, nice. All right. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this run here, and then we'll have our... this is how many we need. Oh, God. For our goofy stuff here. Down this way. Here. We got to, get all the SAMM stuff done. And I'm thinking, once this goes through its cycle, I'm going to copy this stuff here. Now, it's going to complain that's what I don't want to do, So I'm going to pop that out of there. I don't want it complaining. But what I'm going to do is a passive provide here. And then put a few construction bots in the network. I'm going to limit this chest to maybe 2 stacks. And what the bots will, let's see what we got here. Yeah, 0 construction. I could just put 1 construction bot of mine in here. There we go. And he'll be happy in there. And then when this starts popping, well, I suppose I could do it now. We'll copy this. Now I need 4 or 2 more. 4 total. And that's covering, yeah, cool. So what'll happen is when the Navens pops out, the bot will deploy and start, putting them in here, which is kind of fun. I'll have to catch a couple and then re-blueprint though on that though. And I'm not worried about running all these here. I'm just trying to get them set up. I'll let this thing run, and then I'll have... all you need is the modules, which is nice. That's pretty cool. I like the look of that. Okay, well, that's running. Oh, boy. It's been a nightmare. One little thing popped and created a big mess for me. I did have to come down and seed this with ammonia. 27,000. So a train came by and unloaded. And as you can see, these two are running here only. I swear, this thing. They told the Hellmod tells me you need all this, but there's a couple limiting factors that's going on. I don't know what's going on. Ugh, it's driving me nuts. Anyway, my etching solution was starting to get hammered. It was going down, and I didn't have the replacement. The ammonia ran out, so yeah, it's a net negative on the ammonia, and that's fine. We're getting a little bit of ammonia out of the process, so it kind of helps a little bit. So I came down there, cut a lane in, done. Good to go. All right, the massive craziness here. I have to... all right, I had left the computer on all night just to kind of like, let me just get this whole thing buffered up. I went ahead and rebuilt this whole thing. I went into Hellmod and first I went to the research section here, I think. Clicked on the chemical science. And then I found I think it's in here somewhere. The disk. Either that or I went to the red circuit one here. I think it's this one. And I was looking, here it is right here. It says 10.5 a minute based on 3 a minute for the complex circuit board. So I came over here and created a new tab. And I go, all right, let's just overestimate 12 a minute. And I just built, I just went ahead and figured out how many machines I needed for a rebuild. Because I screwed up. Here's what happened. I screwed up and I got distracted and I forgot to look at the entire, thing. So here's the rebuild. 2 sand to pure sand. 2 fluidized bed reactors for the gas. It's outputting the hydrogen and inputting... Oh, it's inputting the, hydrogen chloride. Outputting hydrogen. So I put the tanks here. It requires 1 1/4 DDC. So this one is barely working ever. Now, once it all buffers up, then it'll be 1 1/4, I think. 3, not 1, 3. Well, it's actually 2.5. 2.5 advanced foundries. And that will give me this machine operating at 80%. And that's what I wanted. So I had a big problem. I had LTN trains all lined up trying to get in here. And what happened is... Okay, oh wait, I'm sorry. Not this one. That stop I had here for the aluminium, iron, and copper. Okay, here's the problem. If the base isn't running at full tilt, the aluminium starts to build up. The train doesn't come by enough, right? It's not going to come by. I had it set to 1,000. And I go, okay, well, So I come back to the, this area. And what are all these trains doing? Oh my God, there's like literally 100 trains sitting around here. I'm like, what is going on? One aluminium ore got into an iron ore train that was coming, and even with the set filters, what happened is that there was too much aluminium, and you know how the inserter behavior, by the time it shuts off, there's a little bit left over, so it got stuck. Even with 4 filter mini loaders, they got stuck. The problem is not like limiting the wagon slots or anything like that. It's all inserter behavior. And the other thing is the aluminium built up beyond 1,000, beyond a train amount, a full train amount. So it was over 1,000 aluminium ore pieces in that case. So what happens is the train won't even be called until there's a need for it. And the only way to manage that right now is pie burners. So I'm like, well, I got coal here. I might as well burn off the ore, because there's no way, unless I do separate stops for each ore, which I could do. I could very well do that. I can cut in and, have 3 loaders here. 3 loaders. Because the problem is that no matter what you do, you can't guarantee that train's going to come on a trigger on the amount you put in there. So I set it to 950 for the pickup. So if we have, 950 aluminium, iron, or copper ore, hey, 950's here, come pick it up. The problem is that the ore has to deplete enough for the train to come by, right, to trigger a pickup. And if the base isn't running consistently like it is now, well, aluminium isn't being consumed as much as, say, iron and copper. Well, now you're going to have a contamination issue, and that's what happened. And it happened twice. So I'm like, screw it, we're burning it off. That's the only thing I could do right now to keep it from happening, other than doing 3 stops, and I don't want to do 3 stops right now. I don't think we're not going to get enough out of this in order to, I'm not worried about resources. I'm worried about processing. So anyway, after updating this here, it's starting to run a little better. Now, I am having issues with this setup. What I did is I have just a splitter here to alternate between the lightly P and N, whichever one these are. I should look at that. Lightly P and N. Okay. N is the lighter colored one. Okay. Okay, so this is N. So lightly N is alternating. We get a, whatever. If both of these are running, the lightly P and N, then it'll be a switch back and forth. Really slow. I am actually considering doing a separate build in the future for the lightly N, the lightly P, the heavily P, and the heavily N, and having its own blank silicon wafer to dope with the other materials, being the etching solution and the phosphine gas in this case. And that way we're always, we always have the availability for each one of these. And also, it's a very long belt. The other consideration that I have is botting this up. And I don't want to use bots because I think the challenge is belts for me. And I think that, the Factorio devs added bots later on, the logistic bots. I like using them for like just stupid stuff that I'm like, this is just stupid. I'm gonna use bots, like the bees and the mechanical parts. I'll use them to minimize very expensive parts because you can have a pretty good accurate amount in a case, so you're not slamming the case full of junk, or you don't have a belt full of very expensive, hard to make things. So I like bots for that because you can kind of meter it a little better. Because this belt here, look at this thing. It's going to be thousands, 1,000 of these discs, maybe, I don't know, 500 or so. Whereas one case can have 10. And the machine's going to buffer. So the issue here is the belt buffering. And that's why I was thinking, well, if I could just do one build per and, one of these silicon wafers per, then it'd be good to go. So that was a big problem. The other problem I had... Oh. Are they... Oh, he's working. Look at him go. I'm going to take that. There you go. Oh! He stole them from me. Well, I'm going to take these out. And then I'm going to put them in here. There we go. I'll copy this. And then I'll run it down. There we go. Now it'll be 4. Oh. Okay. He's doing the one at it. Oh, look at that. He's doing a good job. A little bot. Cool. Yeah, I know I lost 3 bots. I don't know where they went. I looked. I don't know where the heck they went. But, yeah, I lost 3 bots, I think, somewhere. I was looking for them, too. Now, if you turn on the RoboPort network stuff, they could be stuck in here. There's 0 construction bots in that one. In the bees area. Let's see what we got. I think I can mouse over this. None in there. 0. And so that's that one. And then there's this one here. Only 1. That's the one I put in. And in this one here, we've got 0. Yeah, I don't know where they went. Unless they're in a case or on a belt somewhere accidentally. You know, like they're on the end of a belt. And there's only 3 of them, and you'll never see them unless you rip it apart. That could be it there. All right, so we got the Navens in there. Cool, crank it along. Over here. This is the mechanical part 02. And I'm just storyboarding this out. This is insanity. And there is so much going on here. We need... I think we... What's the trains here? Did we unlock them? I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, here they are. That's the beastie there. We need the SAMM. Looks like we're okay. So we've got... Oh, yeah, that's a lot of shit. MKO2 brakes, gearbox, shaft. And then we have... Okay, so yeah, So we have to do the gearbox and the shaft. And the SAMM. Brakes, gearbox, shaft. That's going to be new. And then there's the cargo wagon, which is SAMM, brakes, shaft, and nickel. Okay, I was like, oh, wait. Okay, so we don't need the mechanical parts for the train, thankfully. And so I'm just trying to storyboard this out. I don't know if the sciences use that particular part either. Yep, there it is. Good Lord. Why is Pi Science Pack 3 need a mechanical part 02? Look at this. Oh, moss. Oh, yeah. More flavonoids. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so yeah, this is a component for science, so we're going to need to do it. We do need the mechanical part 02 to get the next exoskeleton suit, or whatever. What is this called? Armor. So we do need this, along with some other junk. Oh, God. It's going to be crazy. Okay, let's get cracking on these new things. Oh, and I want to get the stack inserters done, the stack filter, and the mini loader set up. So that's why I want to work on this stuff here. Mainly this one here, the chromium molybdenum nickel special alloy. That's going to be first. And then we'll get the stack inserter, stack filter, and the mini loaders done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then, and then off screen I'll be upgrading the base and all that good stuff. All right, let's get cracking. Alrighty. Well, the Rayon is done. I was hoping that I would be able to get the SAMM done today as well in this episode, but that's not going to happen because I had to do the other two things. And I would say, oh my gosh, yeah, not to get into any detail here, but I haven't been playing pYanodons for a while because I recorded a bunch in advance, and then Captain of Industry came out with an update 1. I've been playing the crap out of that, so pYanodons has been suffering. That's one reason. And then I went ahead and put, you'll notice some fast mini loaders. Well, yeah, we'll get into that next episode as to why I have them right now. I was going to do that on an episode, but I went ahead and got the fast mini loaders going now. I was getting sick and tired of painfully slow train unloading. I'm so sick and tired of it, and I'll get into that next episode. So what I have here is I cut in a lane up here, and there is the SAMM. So we'll do the SAMM next episode. And then I've got a bunch of stuff I did off screen in between cuts, between the speed up and the, well, yeah, once I got the speed ups done for the other crap. Oh, and yeah, let's go down here. Gosh, I can't remember where the hell it is. Where did I put this stuff? Here it is, right here. Yeah. So once I got these two things done, as you can see, there are a bunch of fast mini loaders and red belt over here. Yeah. And there was a comment about red belt and niobium poles and stuff, and briefly, I don't care about using red belt and red mini loaders and things because I'm sick and tired of yellow belt. I want it gone. I hate it. Now there'll be, I don't even carry red belt on me anymore. Look at this. I have red everything. I don't care. I don't want to see a yellow belt unless I'm ripping it apart and replacing it with red. I am so sick and tired of yellow belt. I'm sick and tired of MK1 machines. I am so done with it. Oh, I got solar down here. I keep forgetting to put that in. But anyway, yeah, so where is that mess then again? Yeah, I have to remember where everything is. Like I said, I've been playing the crap out of Captain of Industry. I'm having a blast with that game. So yeah, this is the stuff we need for the stack inserter, I think, and then this is what we need for the SAMM, the final SAMM. So anyway, salt is a problem here. These two chew up salt like crazy. So I might have, I don't know, we'll have to see. Now this doesn't have to run as much as the other ones. Oh, and then I forgot, the hydrogen chloride, because I'm separating, I was gonna put the SAMM part over next to this, and then I was gonna do a splitter here and then go to the SAMM from here, but as you can see, I ran out of room. Now I could shorten this up and, you know, pull it up, but no, we're not doing that. So what I have here, oh, and the other thing too, we need 9 Navens, 9, and also we got to make the food for them, you know, whatever this stuff is. And there's 7 inputs just to make the food for the Navens. Well, actually 8, 9. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inputs to get the Navens up and running. And then we have the actual SAMM, which, you know, this is just one input to the SAMM or the SAMM self-assembly stuff. And then we've got all these other things. We got the sulfur for this. I might want to take that sulfur and belt it up this way. I don't know. It's a lot. You kind of have to think long belts aren't that big of a deal, you know, considering we had a big belt base to start the game with, you know. So maybe I will belt the sulfur up. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, we need a lot of stuff for this. So I wanted to end this before it got too long here. And then I got a bunch of stuff I did off screen that I'll go over in the next episode. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We do have Rayon, though. At least we have it. And it's not supposed to run that crazy. And there's 176 of that. Rayon. Now, Rayon, I think, is part of getting the next suit. But we still have a lot of other crap we have to do. But that's one part of it. Yeah, the salt is a problem here. It's always something. It's 10 salt times 1.1, I think. And then, yeah. So these two chew up the salt so fast. This isn't supposed to be an exact... It's only supposed to be a little bit of this machine running. So we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, here's the final part of the SAMM. And then it's our hub redo after this too, which is going to be a lot of off-screen work. But I might do a little bit on-screen to showcase how it's going to start up. All right. Again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace out.